It's Wednesday, July 16th, 2025, and I'm Dave Sobel. 4 things to know today. Barracuda data shows MSPs are under mid-market pressure as 85% of 1,000 to 2,000 seat firms demand premium integrated security support. Broadcom's VMware licensing chaos sparks customer backlash and rival momentum. Software audits drive enterprises towards open source and MSP advisory services. And Microsoft's Windows 10 cutoff underscores upgrade urgency, while Amazon stalls its next-gen Alexa rollout. This is the business of tech. A recent survey conducted by Barracuda Networks reveals that 73% of organizations with up to 2,000 employees are relying on managed service providers to navigate the complexity of modern cybersecurity. The dependency underscores the critical role that MSPs play in helping businesses manage increasing security challenges as they grow. The MSP Customer Insight Report 2025 highlights that 52% of surveyed organizations seek assistance from MSPs to manage a growing number of disconnected security tools, and nearly half rely on them for round-the-clock security coverage. Furthermore, 85% of organizations with 1,000 to 2,000 employees now depend on MSPs for security support, marking a significant shift from the traditional reliance of smaller businesses. The survey, which gathered insights from 2,000 IT and security decision-makers globally, indicates a willingness among 92% of organizations to pay a premium for enhanced support in integrating their security tools. Customers expect their managed service providers to demonstrate technical mastery and deliver ongoing value, with 48% wanting 24/7 security coverage. Notably, 45% of respondents in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa would consider switching providers if they did not see clear evidence of support capabilities. Additionally, transparency about internal security practices is vital, as 38% of organizations would look elsewhere if their provider lacked openness about their security posture. New data from SkyQuest shows the global managed IT infrastructure services market is set to grow significantly, projected to increase from $117.5 billion in 2024 to $239.47 billion by 2032, with a compound annual growth rate of 9.3%. This growth is largely driven by rising demand for cloud-based security services and the increasing complexity of IT environments. Why do we care? Barracuda's survey reads like a love letter to MSPs. Look how important you are to cybersecurity. But let's not get blinded by the flattery. It's a wake-up call, not a victory lap. Here's the real headline. Mid-market organizations are outsourcing security pain, not responsibility. 85% of firms in the 1,000 to 2,000 seat range now rely on MSPs for security support. Great, except they're also the most demanding, least forgiving segment we've seen. Half of them want 24/7 coverage. That's SOC-level service, not after-hours pager duty. 38% will drop you cold if you're not transparent about your own security. So if you're still running security light internally, your clients will find out, and they'll leave. 92% are willing to pay a premium, but only for proven outcomes. Which means if your security stack looks like a vendor reseller catalog and not an integrated defense strategy, you're a dead man walking. And don't miss this. While MSPs think they're indispensable, vendors are quietly building direct mid-market relationships. The MSP may be the middleman today, but in this market, middlemen are expendable. This isn't about adding another tool to your stack. It's becoming the orchestrator of security outcomes for clients, drowning in complexity. So here's the play. Build integration capabilities. Be the glue across disconnected security tools. Invest in SOC partnerships, or build one if you dare. Get your house in order. ISO 27001, SOC 2, regular penetration testing, then market the hell out of it. Otherwise, your trusted advisor badge won't mean squat when clients take their premium dollars somewhere else. This is a mid-market moment, but it only goes to MSPs who act like security generals, not security resellers. Are your customers getting the most from their Microsoft 365 Business Premium subscriptions? Are you delivering maximum value while ensuring best-in-class margins? Nerdio's new modern work features let you streamline the management of Microsoft technologies like Azure Virtual Desktop, Windows 365, Intune, and Defender. Reduce the need for multiple tools, consolidate your vendor stack, and deliver greater value to your customers. Help your customers maximize their investments, free up your team for strategic tasks, and drive meaningful business outcomes. With Nerdio Manager for MSP, a single, flexible platform with mix and match plans ensures a flexible, perfect fit for you and your customers. Deliver solutions that achieve real business impact. Visit getnerdio.com to find out more. Siemens is currently embroiled in a licensing dispute with Broadcom, following Broadcom's acquisition of VMware and subsequent changes to licensing terms that have significantly impacted enterprise customers. The situation escalated when Broadcom sued Siemens for using unlicensed VMware software, leading to counterclaims from Siemens, which highlighted the complexity of software licensing agreements. Since the acquisition in late 2023, VMware has shifted from perpetual licenses to subscription models, causing price increases of up to 1,500% for some customers, including major corporations like AT&T, which reported a 1,050% increase. According to a Flexera survey, 45% of IT professionals indicated they faced over $1 million in audit fines in the last 3 years, underlining the importance of careful license management. The Register reports that VMware's competitors are ramping up their efforts to develop alternative virtualization stacks in response to these price hikes and concerns about vendor lock-in linked to VMware's Cloud Foundation. Notable developments include OpenNebula's recent release of version 7.0, which improves its features for hybrid and multi-provider environments, and Red Hat's OpenShift virtualization, now at version 4.19, which is working toward compatibility with major cloud providers like Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud. The Seattle startup Adara is also making progress by using Zen for better security and aims to deliver enhanced tools for managing virtualization. Meanwhile, Nutanix has updated its cloud infrastructure stack to version 7.3, adding a multi-cluster virtual switch and improved workload migration options. And why do we care? Broadcom's VMware play is starting to look like a masterclass in extracting short-term revenue at the cost of long-term ecosystem trust. Siemens suing back after being accused of unlicensed usage isn't just corporate mudslinging, it's symptomatic of a customer base pushed to the edge by licensing chaos. But let's not pretend there's no cost here. Customer flight risk. OpenNebula, Nutanix, Red Hat, and even startups like Adara are all smelling blood in the water. While VMware's moat is deep, skills, compatibility, workloads, the cracks are showing. There's infrastructure fragility. Organizations like Siemens didn't budget for vendor strong-arm tactics. The more they're pushed, the more they'll invest in exit strategies, even if it takes years. And vendor lock-in backlash. VMware's Cloud Foundation is being painted as a prison, not a platform. That narrative shift hurts even loyal customers. Broadcom may win today's revenue battle, but risk losing the virtualization war if the alternatives mature quickly enough. For IT services, this is both an opportunity and a warning. On an opportunity, there's a growing market for VMware exit planning, license optimization services, and migration to OpenShift, Nutanix, and even KVM-based solutions. MSPs and consultants who can help mid-market and enterprise clients navigate this are in prime position. But there's a warning. Don't underestimate VMware's inertia. Workload migration is hard, especially at scale. Clients may complain loudly, but still renew reluctantly because retraining and refactoring is daunting. So the playbook? Offer VMware license audits and optimization services now. Position yourself as a trusted guide to alternative stacks. And build competency in open source and hybrid virtualization environments. Broadcom isn't killing VMware, it's milking it. But in the process, they've created the strongest opening in a decade for competitors and IT providers to chip away at its dominance. Software licensing is increasingly becoming a challenge for IT leaders, pushing many toward open source solutions. According to a report by Azul and the IT Asset Management Forum, 27% of enterprises now spend over $500,000 annually to address software license compliance issues. The report highlights a significant trend. 73% of organizations have faced an Oracle Java audit in the last 3 years, with nearly 80% considering migration to open source Java alternatives to manage costs. Challenges such as complex software configurations and the difficulty of tracking application usage across diverse platforms exacerbate compliance issues, with a third of survey respondents identifying excessive licensing management as their top concern. Martin Thompson, founder of the IT Asset Management Forum, notes that effective license management is crucial to avoid substantial financial penalties and operational disruptions. A recent survey by ManageEngine shows that the use of unapproved artificial intelligence tools, known as shadow AI, is rapidly growing among employees. The survey finds that 60% of employees are using these tools more often than in 2024, with 93% inputting information without prior approval. Additionally, 91% of employees believe shadow AI poses little risk, a view not shared by many IT decision-makers. While 63% of IT leaders see data leaks as a major risk linked to these tools, 85% report that employees are adopting AI faster than IT teams can evaluate. ManageEngine's director of AI research stresses that organizations must proactively address security threats while reframing shadow AI as a strategic opportunity to meet real business needs. Now, why do we care? Well, let's call it out. Azul wants to sell you their Java, and ManageEngine sells tools to rein in shadow IT. These aren't neutral observations, they're carefully chosen pain points aligned with their business models. But here's the uncomfortable truth for IT leadership. The pain is real and it's growing. For providers, this is a golden moment to pivot from reactive firefighting to strategic advisory. Help clients audit and optimize their software license footprint. Guide organizations evaluating open source alternatives with a clear-eyed view of total cost of ownership. And build frameworks for safe AI adoption. Position yourself as the partner who brings governance to shadow AI chaos without killing innovation. The big shift? IT leaders don't just need tools, they need trusted partners who help them navigate the licensing labyrinth and harness AI without turning their organizations into compliance or security time bombs. KnowBe4 has launched KnowBe4 Prevent, an AI-driven email security product specifically designed to manage outbound email risks for small and medium-sized businesses. This new offering aims to address the significant issue of data breaches caused by human error, which accounts for 60% of incidents according to Verizon. KnowBe4 Prevent proactively alerts users in real time when they are about to send emails or attachments to incorrect recipients, leveraging advanced machine learning to identify risky actions and prevent potential data breaches. The product also provides detailed reporting and analytics, allowing organizations to gain insights into their outbound email security risks. Microsoft has announced that it will cease adding new features to its Office applications for Windows 10 users starting in August 2026. Security updates for these applications will remain available until October 2028, but users will need to upgrade to Windows 11 to access the latest features. The change affects Microsoft 365 personal and family users, as well as business users on the current channel. Monthly enterprise channel users will also lose access to new features by October 13, 2026, followed by semi-annual enterprise channel users on January 12, 2027. Although Microsoft had previously extended security updates for Office apps on Windows 10, the decision to halt new feature support marks a shift in its strategy, compelling users to transition to Windows 11 if they want to stay current with Microsoft 365 innovations. Amazon has delayed the launch of its new web version of the Alexa virtual assistant, originally set to debut in June, now expected no sooner than July 31st of the year. Internal documents indicate that the company underestimated the complexity of launching Alexa.com, which aims to compete with text-based chatbots like ChatGPT. Amazon executive Panos Panay announced earlier this year that the new Alexa would help users with long-form tasks and be accessible to over 100 million Prime subscribers. However, the rollout has faced challenges, with customer feedback highlighting issues such as slow response times and a too chatty voice, leading to a need for further adjustments before a wider release. Why do we care? Well, three distinct signals, one through line: pressure on SMBs and IT teams to adapt faster than they're comfortable with. This all isn't subtle. Microsoft is signaling upgrade to Windows 11 or get left behind. As for Amazon, I've been wrong on voice so far. Doesn't mean it won't eventually happen, but don't bet the farm on it. Thanks for listening. Today is National Hot Dog Day, National Corn Fritters Day, National Cherry Day, and National Personal Chef Day, to put it all together. The Business of Tech is written and produced by me, Dave Sobel, under ethics guidelines posted at businessof.tech. If you've enjoyed the show, make sure you've subscribed or followed on your favorite platform. It's free and helps directly. Give us a review, too. If you want to support the show, visit patreon.com/MSPradio, and you'll get access to content early. Or buy our Why Do We Care merch at businessof.tech. Have a question you want answered? We take listener questions, send them in, ideally as a voice memo or video to question@mspradio.com. I answer listener questions live on our Wednesday live show on YouTube and LinkedIn. If you've got a comment or a thought on a story, put it in the comments if you're on YouTube, or reach out on LinkedIn if you're listening to the podcast. And if you want to advertise on the show, visit mspradio.com/engage. Once again, thanks for listening, and I will talk to you again on our next episode.
Part of the MSP Radio Network.